What is up? I am Crypto Mason, and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we always find it. Now today, don't scream at me for the title until you hear the video. We're going to be debunking that title. So the title is to get you to click on the video, because I'd rather you click on this video and get the raw truth than to click on the actual headline and get some bullshit. All right, so drop a like on the video. If we hit 800 likes on this video, I will be giving away 100 XRP inside of the Gold Squad Discord. But let's get straight into it. We've got a lot to talk about. Bitcoin is absolutely ripping, well, kind of ripping for Bitcoin, 7% or 6% in 7 days here, touching 40K basically. Ethereum had a very interesting rip the other day with kind of left Bitcoin in the dust a little bit. We have XRP staying stagnant. At least it's still above 60 cents. We've got Chainlink at 1585. And then if we check the top gainers today, we've got Terra, Classic, and freaking FTX token. That just shows you how absurd. We have a former stablecoin pumping in the top gainers. This shows you how misaligned the crypto gains are. And we are making a bet, and you guys are making a bet, that the utility projects, the coins that are actually solving real problems and building real stuff, will eventually get the gains that they deserve. Because there's no reason Terra or FTX or Terra Classic USD deserves these gains. We also have some Bitcoin ecosystem stuff pumping, Stacks and Ordi right there. Let's take a look at the total market cap, and then we're going to get into Algorand, IOTA, XDC, Hedera, Quant, and this stupid XRP, another crazy headline coming out that I have to debunk so that you guys really understand what's going on. So let's take a look at this total market cap chart right here, my favorite chart in all of crypto. I feel like I am in tune with this chart. But not anymore. Not anymore. I feel like, there could be an anomaly happening here. This chart has been very easy to track. You have the red line at our $1 trillion level, and then now you have the $1.2 trillion level that has, many data points and touches, right? You have this whole touch over here, this one, and that one. But now look at us. Are we taking off? Are we taking off? Where's the next stop on this rocket ship? Technically, the next stop is 2 trillion, right? And that's one of the levels we came back to after we fell down from 3 trillion. So are we going to rocket up to 2 trillion in the short term? I don't know. Let's look at some possible scenarios that may play out, and then we'll get into Algorand to start off the video. So this is an insane one. There is a guy called Crypto Capo, very large following on Twitter, and he's been posting absolutely insane TA on Bitcoin. Insane, by insane, I mean like he thinks Bitcoin's going to 11 to 12K. A lot of people called this $40,000 touch. They believe we're going to touch 40,000, play around for a bit, and then come flying back down for a final retrace. Now, it's always not that simple, right? I wish it was that simple, that we all knew that Bitcoin was coming down to 11K for our final golden opportunity, and then the rocket's taking off, right? There's a whole community of people right now saying that everyone has missed the boat on getting the very, very low entries on Bitcoin, right? 25K entry, you're almost looking at a double of your money now. You're sitting at like 1.5 almost. So he believes it's going to come down to 11 to 12K. Now, I don't think it's going to go down to 11, 12K, but I could see a scenario where we go and touch 30K again, right? 30K again literally could happen. Now, that's one of the scenarios, okay? And that's a wild one. Now, let's take a look at two other ones, because there's been all these rumors about Bitcoin ETF spot approval by January 10. We saw Binance kind of crumble a little bit. They lost their CEO. CZ is gone. He can't even manage Binance anymore. There's a new CEO called Richard Tang, who's basically the direct opposite of CZ, and he's for regulation, and he's very, very adamant about regulation. So a lot of people predicting we're going to see a spot approval in January. Okay. And, this pump of Bitcoin makes sense. It makes sense in anticipation, right? It's always a buy the rumor, sell the news type situation, right? So that's maybe why we're pumping up, is because of that rumor. So here's scenario 1 from FOMO Cap right here. Bitcoin ETF spot approval by January 10. We pump all the way to 45,000 to 47,000. There's a big flush, same as the 2018 CME. And then we regain in February, March with the halving narrative. There's the thing. We got 2 big bull run narratives that are brewing, the ETF and also the halving. Okay. So, and then he's saying 100K by end of 2024. Scenario 2, the ETF is rejected. He thinks we still pump to the 45, 47 range. Big flush anyway. Halving adds new narrative, and then we only go to 80K. So this is kind of a funny post here. He's basically saying we're going to 45 to 47 no matter what, even if the ETF is rejected. But the market has been super volatile. I hope you guys are making some dope trades. Patience is officially launched. This is what we have been building for so long. This is like 7 months, 8 months in the making. It is launched at patience.io. We had an amazing launch, smooth launch. So many new members are joining our inner circle of trading, our inner trading circle. Okay. And obviously we still have the Gold Squad Discord, free Discord. You can join it. We're in there 24/7 interacting with people, but the Patience Discord is a fully private one. That means no scammers, no spammers, nothing. And you get full access to our indicator suite. We're working on some new indicators for that. You get trading alerts, all the good stuff. So check that out. Just wanted to mention that before we get into Algorand. Now look at Algorand, man. Just look at Algorand. We literally, on my TikTok, we called this thing at 8 cents or around 9 cents right here. This is prime where you want to get in, this area, when it's accumulation time, right? So another chart, by the way, that's in this, in my opinion, has been Quant. Take a look at this, right? Quant just absolutely dumping like crazy. And this might have something to do with their team dumping tokens to fund operations or something like that. Or this could be just natural price action. And, you really want to get in down here at 42. That would be amazing. But we're sitting at 100. We've been battling 100 for a while now. And this is another one that's in that range where you could make some money. But Algorand, I wanted to talk about their recent announcement. They have partnered with the United Nations Development Program. They're launching the Algorand Blockchain Academy. The academy will be made to over 22,000 United Nations staff. So Algorand has partnered with them to actually make a blockchain course, an academy for the UN employees. Now, I support this. The United Nations needs to know what they're talking about before they can make statements on crypto. Same with the SEC. Everybody in the SEC should be put through a course, a rigorous course about crypto. Many people, were like, they don't like the United Nations at all, and they want to run from this. But for me, when I see Hillary Clinton repping Algorand, and when I see the UN repping Algorand, it just means, we found a chosen one. We found a chosen one, right? There's something going on here that is making these partnerships happen. Now, this guy mentioned QAN right here as well. I am bullish on QAN. Both me and Megan are holding some QAN here. This is a quantum resistant narrative play. And I do see that narrative probably going to come up in the future. Now, I tweeted out that I have a feeling that XDC might rip soon. And it started pumping after this a little bit. We're up above 5 cents. I still feel that, this thing is super undervalued for this month. Just take a look at that chart, 2.3%. It's lagging behind a little bit. One of the coins that's not lagging behind is freaking IOTA. IOTA has had a great month, 100% in a month. You're not going to find that in the stock market, folks. If you zoom out, chart still looks like a rug pull, right? Down huge from the previous all-time high. and the local high in 2021. Now, moving on to HBAR. By the way, I'm still a holder of IOTA, but it's not by choice. They locked my coins in one of their wallets, and I cannot get them out, and I don't even want to try find that wallet. So I know I have some IOTA sitting there. Hopefully that ends up in a scenario where I've got a wallet that I forgot about, and IOTA starts ripping, and then I have some. You'll slowly realize in crypto that the most amount of money that you make usually happens when you forget about stuff. Now, we have Hedera at 6.1 cents. Here's the Hedera chart. I am using our patience kit indicator. I have turned off the take profit and stop loss levels. The patience kit automatically generates trades. As we can see here, you hit an amazing entry right there for a triple take profit. Same with this one. Great trades. I do have my patience kit on the HBAR mode. We have an HBAR mode, and we have a trend mode as well. Now, this is the trend mode. I do have the middle trend line on, but let's actually take this middle trend line off on the indicator and just look at the trend like this. Now, what you'll notice is every time, this is the daily chart, every time that we get above the bands, we come back down. And this is one of the simple trading strategies that you can use with the patience kit. Right here, we're testing the band, right? You had a choppy little trade, but eventually that thing came up. And now what are we doing? We kind of tested the band. So I do expect, maybe a drop into the 5 cent, like just a little bit into the 5 cents there. This is on the daily, so that would take a bit of time. And obviously Bitcoin, if Bitcoin starts ripping, a lot of this stuff can start ripping as well. You can see some other classic examples right here of where the patience kit is calling the drop. This, if you entered here, it wasn't too strong of a test, so you did get wrecked there. If you entered here, it was a decent test. Boom, explosion. So that's how I love to use the patience kit on HBAR. Let's talk about some HBAR news. HBAR and Karate Combat. Karate Combat obviously being the biggest karate league on earth. And who did they choose? They chose HBAR. They have enabled swaps directly inside the app. So you can swap HBAR to karate and karate to HBAR. I'm actually interested here in how the karate token is doing after this. It's probably not doing too well after that. 1 month chart is looking pretty good. Obviously, we have the event coming up in Vegas here on December 15. Both me and Megan will be out there for that event. I think a lot of influencers and people are going to that one. 200% up in the month. So this was kind of the perfect time for them to enable swaps, right? Because what can happen when you enable swaps natively in the app between karate and HBAR is the people who don't know how to cash out their karate token now have an easy way to do it. And they might start dumping all their karate token because they want the profits in HBAR. So honestly, good strategy on Karate Combat token for doing that at this moment, right? It's down 16% in a day, and this is most likely, there's an event approaching. Usually the price is going up in anticipation of the event, and then it dumps off. But big fan of Karate Combat. Let's look at Quant again here. We already looked at Quant. It's just battling that $100. This is the most insane level of all time for Quant, is $100, right? Right here, look at all the beautiful tests of the $100. So many tests and so many bounces off. And just recently, right? This is all the way deep into the summer of 2022. Right? That's the summer of 2022. So ever since the summer of 2022, this is the worst possible drop below $100 since the summer of 2022. So hopefully there's a giant rebound off that. That's what I'm waiting for on Quant. Now let's debunk. You've been waiting. Let's debunk this BS that I'm seeing circulate on XRP, dude. So there was a user, an XRP community member, who posted this and said that Google Oh my goodness, Google is saying that the Federal Reserve is planning to take ownership of Ripple. Google says it. It's right there when I Google it. And the Google search that he's put in is Federal Reserve use of XRP globally. So very biased, right? Very biased search. Not actual research, just a biased search. And of course, with a crappy search like that, you're going to get taken to crappy websites, right? So somehow Google is indexing this answer, right? They're indexing this answer as the real answer. So if someone on Google Googles this, they're going to see the answer is yes, it will be used. How stupid is that? Now, what this website is they're just pulling from some guy who's making a crazy statement, $18,000 XRP. There's no backing to this whatsoever. However, this video actually does present some decent research, but they're taking the headline and they're putting this out. And think about it. If you're a noob in crypto and you see this, dude, this is the most misleading thing ever. You're going to buy right now and think that this thing is going to go to 18,000. It's a long road to 18,000. Look at this. Is the Federal Reserve interested in acquiring XRP? Yes. The Federal Reserve has shown interest in acquiring XRP. Please show me the proof. There is zero proof of that. There's zero proof of the Federal Reserve being involved in XRP in any way. So that is debunked, right? And I hope you understand why I feel that I am able to title a video like this and give you the actual truth. Here's the difference. They're titling some bullshit, right? Or they're titling some clickbait, and then they're feeding you horrible food. I'm titling with clickbait, and then I'm feeding you A5 Wagyu, okay? Which is the truth. You can't get any better than it. It's the truth, right? The truth here is that this is not happening. $18,000 is not happening. The Federal Reserve is not interested in XRP as of right now. There's certain things that could connect Ripple and the Federal Reserve, but there's also certain things that can connect HBAR and the Federal Reserve. Let's move on from that onto something awesome right here. 100,000 XRP is being given away by Uphold Exchange. So this is a crazy giveaway. 100,000 XRP. If you use our Uphold link in the description, that is a referral link. But if you use that link, every single $20 that you trade on Uphold gives you one entry, right? So if you do a $100 trade or something on there, you get 4 entries, right? Or 5 entries into the giveaway, which is awesome. So thank you, Uphold. They've been amazing supporters of Ripple throughout the lawsuit. They're also directly partnered with Ripple on some stuff. Now, I wanted to talk about 3 things right here. Let's talk about this first. Tokenizer, okay? One of the best research accounts ever on like utility coins and enterprise blockchain. Tokenizer. He says you can't simply just disregard a new ISO standard. So ISO 20022 and all the other ones, the TC307, the blockchain and DLT one, you cannot, as a company, just disregard these, right? These are not nothingness. Companies have to comply with this or they're going to jail, right? You have to comply with this. So that's why people are so confident on ISO, on all the ISO standards. He's basically saying, look at this. This is amazing right here. When I share news and research regarding ISO standards, it's not meant to be looked at in the form of, look, guys, ISO compliance, pump incoming. But rather, it's meant to be looked at as, look, guys, ISO compliance, they're building DLT utility the right way. The fact that there's ISO standards being put in place for some of this crypto stuff in DLT and blockchain is amazing. That's the best thing ever that could happen because that means they recognize the potential and they want to do it right, okay? Now, here I say loyal to being an XRP HBAR bag holder until 0 or 10,000. Basically, every coin in my long-term portfolio, I'm willing to hold until it goes to 0 or 10,000. I'm that bullish and I'm that committed and I'm numb, right? I don't care where the price goes in the short term. I suggest everyone focuses on generating cash while building long-term bags and researching new projects and narratives. Talking about some of the new narratives that I'm seeing, SocialFi, decentralized science. I have to give props to Joshua Jake for front running the whole decentralized science movement. That's where I found it. And I believe that's an awesome narrative. ReFi, regenerative finance, is one that I've talked about for a very long time, ever since like Planet Miners on Algorand and stuff. We've been talking about ReFi. What else? Gaming coins is one of the major ones. Both me and Megan have seed round investments in some new gaming projects coming out. If you are a VIP in the Gold Squad Discord, you have access to see the private investments that I've made and that we've made, and see like which companies I'm in early, like in the seed round type stuff. Now, next thing, biology. Please, I just wanted to put this on your screen. Like, take a look at this and really soak it in. This is your homework. Look at what this means, okay? I'm not going to explain it. And the reason I'm not going to explain it is because I want you to be forced to really sit there and understand this. This is what's going on in the world right now. This is what goes on every day in people's lives even, right? Take that in. Now, we do have a sponsor for today's video, Angelo Ecosystems. They are doing Season 1 Ready, Set, Drop. This is a SocialFi platform, so contributing to that narrative of SocialFi. They have their Season 1 drop that you can register. There's the mystery boxes right here. You can register Uncommon, Rare, Epic, Oddity. Okay, so it explains how it works. And Angelo is basically a SocialFi platform that offers an extraordinary experience to all the thrill seekers out there. So it's an art platform, an art SocialFi platform, which is extremely cool in my opinion. They also have their token coming soon. You guys can look at some of the stuff they're putting out here. You know, you can how to buy art tokens on Angelo. So the tokens will be used on their platform, which is extremely cool. They already have a bunch of artists posting on the platform, but I think there's totally room for a SocialFi platform that is more art focused. So if you go to angelo.app, you can see some of the upcoming. They have this Peter guy, which I really like some of the stuff he has. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's a French artist based in France. So go check out Angelo Ecosystem. Here's the launch pad as well. So basically, you know, kind of a SocialFi art NFT platform, launch pad platform, marketplace platform. And that Season 1 drop is coming up, okay? It is coming up. And they're going to have their native token, Angelo. And here's some of the utility. Angelo's default trading token with the lowest trading fees. So within their platform, if you use Angelo, the native token, you'll get the lowest trading fees. Awesome utility right there. A token users can burn to boost their favorite artists. So if you want to boost your favorite artist, you can burn the token. And obviously as supply gets burnt, the value potentially could go up. Community rewards token for gamification features, and a method of purchasing art gallery passes. So big shout out to Angelo. That is all we've got for the video. Make sure to drop a like and comment. Join the Gold Squad Discord. Join the Patience Discord if you want to level up your trading. And goodbye.